A question which I get asked many times: are AI powered resume builders a good option for creating your resume? So, I have a few thoughts pertaining to this, which I would prefer to share with you today. Now, AI powered resume builders or AI resume builders are definitely a good option. They utilize the various elements pertaining to artificial intelligence, deep learning, and machine learning to provide resumes, and one can always consider that. However, the reality is there are certain inherent drawbacks pertaining to AI resume builders. AI resume builders, as per my perspective, may be good for individuals who are freshers to up to 2 years of experience. So, to reiterate, working professionals from the fresher stage to up to 2 years of experience can definitely consider a AI resume builder to devise a resume based on their discretion. For anyone or a working professional beyond 2 years of work experience, definitely I would suggest that you should be considering the services of a professional resume writer. And there are a few reasons why I'm mentioning so. Why a professional resume writer may be preferred over an AI resume builder with regards to creating resumes for anyone with more than 2 years of work experience. So there are five separate reasons or five distinct reasons, and I would go into it one by one for your benefit. The first point pertains to customization. So AI resume builders can only give you a certain element of customization. It works on what data you provide pertaining to your existing resume or a certain questionnaire you fill up. However, when it comes to a professional resume writer, please understand, when I'm referring to a professional resume writer, this should be someone who's experienced and has a track record of working with hundreds and possibly even thousands of working professionals in drafting their respective resumes. So an experienced resume writer would have a deep discussion with you, which may not be a possibility as a part of an AI resume building service, where they would just coordinate with you on email or through some messaging platform and create a resume for you based on what information you provide. However, when it comes to a professional resume writer, there would be a discussion in most cases, or at least the cases that I am aware of, or the resume writers I interact with. Definitely, there would be a questionnaire. In addition to that, there would also be a possibility of a deep discussion to understand your career journey so far, and also to try to analyze and understand what are your objectives and what kind of job opportunity that you're looking at. So that level of customization would only happen in case you consider a professional resume writer. The next point is creativity. Of course, an AI resume builder would sift through multiple templates, and the content will also be fine. However, the challenge is human intelligence possibly has a greater benefit as compared to artificial intelligence. So when it comes to an expert professional resume writer, the level of creativity would definitely be more as compared to an AI resume builder. And creativity is extremely important. So AI can provide a lot of inputs to us in terms of data, in terms of content. However, creativity, there may be limitations. The next point is pertaining to technology. So when it comes to a resume, there has to be a human element involved. Just having too much of technology focused resume may not be of benefit. Of course, even in the hiring process these days, there are technological points pertaining to the applicant tracking system and various other elements which are in play. However, please understand that at the end of the day, or in the end, or possibly as a part of the process, it's going to be a person in flesh and blood who is going to be interviewing you. So having that element of human touch in addition to the technological element is going to be extremely vital. So an AI resume builder only focuses on technology. The human touch may be missing. However, when it comes to an expert professional writer, professional resume writer, the element of human touch or the human intelligence, which is definitely, as per my perspective, stronger than artificial intelligence, would definitely be reflecting. Also understand, most professional resume writers also have technological or tech tools at their disposal, because a resume created these days by a professional resume writer would also be vetted through an applicant tracking system, because these days, as a part of the hiring process, you definitely have algorithms which select or go through resumes. So anyways, in spite of the element of human or natural intelligence, there would also be an element of tech which all good recruiters these days, or all good resume writers these days, have access to, and they definitely use it. So when you're looking at a professional resume writer, you get the element in terms of the human touch or the human intelligence, as well as the technological element to it. The next point is experience. So as I mentioned, at the end of the day, an expert resume writer who's worked for several years with hundreds or possibly even thousands of working professionals, they have the experience to understand what works and what doesn't work. And since they are in that domain, their pulse is very clearly on what is currently the market trend. So they would be able to utilize their experience, their knowledge, and their skills to put in the right phrases and keywords so as to make it more algorithm friendly, as well as the point that also highlight the best parts of your career journey so far, to create a better impression in terms of the recruiters or the prospective employer. So that's going to be extremely important, because all what you say, experience is something which is an unmatched dimension. Someone who has experience definitely has an upper hand, even if that person up to a certain level may be competing with technology. So experience in terms of having a professional resume writer can enable you to create a hard-hitting and much impactful resume. Now the last point is pertaining to an AI resume builder. There is going to be some level of restrictiveness attached to it. The issue is, at the end of the day, an AI resume builder works on certain data sets. It uses the elements of machine learning and deep learning through large language models. And on the basis of that, a resume is created using designs and templates which are available or which are inbuilt into that particular platform or system. So there is going to be a restriction. So there's not going to be something beyond that which you can get. However, when you work with a professional resume writer, you can go beyond the realm of just templates or possibly just restricted data. And the resume writer would look at you as a person who wants to take the career journey to the next level, and it will be a much more subjective process rather than just you being treated as a person or as another candidate. So when you're working with a professional resume writer, one thing you can be guaranteed is the restrictiveness will be limited. There will be a lot of food for thought which would be available to you as well as the resume writer. And on the basis of that, if you go to a good resume writer, you will possibly have the best results, which an AI resume builder would not be able to give you. So these are the 5 reasons which I would like to present pertaining to why anyone with more than 2 years of work experience should utilize a professional resume writer services above or in beyond that of an AI resume builder, because that's going to be extremely beneficial. And also understand experience as well as the access to technology. When all of it comes together is what you would get a fabulous resume. Thank you very much for your time. All the very best.